So now we kind of dive into the off season, even though there's a game to play, and we will talk about bowl uh, destinations that are possible. But the name that jumps out in regards to the four that have hit the transfer portal and made that announcement. So it's not official right now. It's December 5th for any undergrad to hit the transfer portal, but they've made their announcements. And correct me if I'm wrong here, Jason. When it comes to Theo Wease, he certainly had the opportunity and was one of those guys that was targeted to be the number two to Marvin Mims when the season started. Ironically, he has a huge game in regards to the 61-yard touchdown catch and the 3 catches for $123 in total in what looks to be his last game as a Sooner. 19 catches, 4 touchdowns this year. Your thoughts about Theo Wease in particular?
Yeah, with Theo Wease, he's a kid that came in that big class a few years ago that had 3 5-star wide receivers, and he's the sort of the last one that was on, and with Trajan Bridges and Theo Wease along with Jaden Hazelwood, and so you know all of them are going to be gone from the program, and unfortunately for Theo, he's I think from all accounts a great kid, um, great teammate. He's really been hampered and slowed down by injuries in the past, so he's not the same guy that Oklahoma got recruited out of high school, but yeah, as you mentioned, with his 19 catches, had probably his best game of the year against Tech on Saturday. But yeah, he had mentioned that he will he will be moving on. So yeah, unfortunate for him, a kid that have just super high expectations for himself, and to nationally have expectations. When you're a 5-star coming out of high school, you've got you've got those expectations that are going to be part to be part of that. So will be interesting to see where he lands this year. And as you have the stats there, I know he was over 100 in the Texas Tech game, so we got a good portion of his. So maybe a good audition for him, where he ends up going, landing. But like I said, good kid, nothing but the best. I think from a coaching staff, but I think he was probably one of those guys that in their exit interviews was probably maybe a best situation for him to to move on and go somewhere else where he can be a little bit more productive.